Today I am cleaning my front porch or porches, and I want to get them decorated for fall. I really wanted to do this before the leaves fall off the trees so that we're not trying to clean up porches and rake up the lawn at the same time.
You and I, the future is bright.
Somebody's feeling left out. These are the flowers you saw me plant in the spring, but we've had so much rain that they drown. I wasn't keeping up with them good enough. So I'm going to have my husband just move these out of the way so I can clean them out at some point. Like, this is doing really well. This one's doing pretty well, but it's not flowering anymore. This is actually a collab hosted by Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life. Her and I have really been spurning each other on this fall, and it's been great just to have someone else doing the same things I'm doing. And I feel the same way when I see your comments in my comment section, so I appreciate you so much. I have taken down the bird feeder handles because we weren't being faithful to that, and so it just made me feel sad. I didn't want the birds to count on us in the winter if we're not going to be consistent. So those are coming down. They tend to get destroyed too with snow and stuff falling off the roof. And I'm going to get things swept off first, and then I'm going to get the steps cleaned off. Here's what we got going on here. I do really need to paint this trim. We'll see if that actually happens, so stay tuned. And we got some nice cobwebs going on here that need to be cleaned up. But I will say I got these for $20 a piece at Sam's Club. What a great deal. We have loved having these. They definitely need to be cleaned up. So I'm going to sweep around the doors first, and then I'm going to use some mildew and stain remover. You were just in the reflection. Well, he relaxes with a cup of coffee, apparently. No, he's going to the dump. And then I'm going to start working on these steps, sweeping them, hopefully getting this green off of them. Thank you, pine trees, for all of that green. Excuse this yellow piece of paper here. That is just covering my house number. And that sound in the background is our van being backed up to get trash. Yay! Now I have this connected to my hose, and I'm going to be spraying down the areas that are really green and such with this. See if it takes it off. Ugh, smell it already. Why am I using this, you ask? Well, I looked in the basement, and there it was, so that's what I'm using. So that cleaning bottle had like you could do off or clean, rinse, and off, and I couldn't get it to move to off with the hose on. The hose spigot is at the back of the house, so I thought I'll just unhook it from the hose. I mean, yeah, do I have any makeup left on? Guess what happened? I was back true to the camera. I would have showed you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a magic erase around on the white to see if that does anything, and then I'm also going to wipe down the window and clean it with my Method glass cleaner. I'm hoping this will actually finish this up because this broke months ago, but I didn't want to get rid of it. Probably should have poured it into another bottle. I don't know. I didn't do it. So yeah, let's get that cleaned up, and then I will rinse the steps or maybe even scrub them a little and then rinse. But I can already tell it's making a huge difference. know. I need a power washer. Plus my community where I live, they're flushing out the lines. So our water pressure is a little low, but I wasn't going to wait. I had a day, felt like doing it. So this is what we got. So this really made a huge difference on the step. Not perfect. And I'm going to need to go in here with a scrub brush at some point. And as I pointed out, this needs to be painted, but it looks better without mildew, if I do say so. I went to Lowe's yesterday to see what they had for fall stuff. I was thinking about not spending any money. Pretty soon we'll be decorating or carving pumpkins, and those are going to go out, but we're not ready yet. But when I got there, I just couldn't resist. They had so many nice things outside, so many plants that were great for fall, and then inside a lot of fall and Halloween decor. So let me show you what I picked up from that. I feel like I had some constraints. I didn't pick up everything. So I love white pumpkins, and so this is not real, which I love because the squirrels eat our pumpkins. Then I got this little baby hay bale, and then a beautiful mum, and then this plant as well. I love these colors, and it's called Croton. And it says that the company is women owned, so yay, go women. And then I loved the little pot that it came with. I love fall things way better than Halloween, so I focus on fall and I let the kids focus a little bit on Halloween, and we get free candy and dress up and just have fun with it. But there is my little Lowe's haul. I don't put anything on this top step because I have such a small porch that when the door swings open, things get knocked off. So for now, I'm just going to play with some things and see what works. I'm also going to shop my yard, and I had these to go along the curve here. As you can see, I live in a very wooded area of Maine. You can see these had the same problem with standing water. But I'll definitely do this again. I love this. But these I wanted kind of spilling over the sides and then the flowers in the middle. But the flowers were being taken over by this, so I'm not doing that next year. This is still beautiful, this begonia, so I am going to be bringing that over. And then this one had the same problem where it just took over and my poor flowers didn't have a chance. Then I have this side porch here, which is really needing to be cleaned. This did a little bit better, and some of the flowers did survive. I'm just going to leave that here. And then what I might do, I got geraniums here that are in desperate need of, clipping off all those dead ends. So I think I'm going to clip those, and I will just put those over on this porch, and I think they're going to come back. I really do. So let's get started.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see
this wreath last year out of a wreath I hated that was very inexpensive, and it came out so good. I will leave that video link below if you want to see. I use things from the Dollar Tree and from outside. Here's my little I have a baby porch arrangement, and so I got to admit I'm pretty happy with it. I go to my other porch, I want to report on my hostas. I put marigolds in front of my hostas and they need to be trimmed. Someone had asked me to report back on whether that worked for deer. So this is the first year that all of my hostas bloomed. I did have this one that they got, but I think it was at a time when these were like needing to be pruned and they weren't blooming, because my other ones all did great. On this side, they also did great. I just had this one again on the end that got nibbled on, but not until just a couple of weeks ago. And so I'm wondering if it's because I'm missing some marigolds here, or was he coming around the back? I don't know. So, but it definitely worked. So I'll definitely do that again next year. Since I used up the last of the cleaner, I'm going to sweep this down good, clean the door, and then I'm going to use this plant and I'm going to clean up my geraniums and put those there as well. I definitely think it's a good thing to go ahead and shop your yard when you're decorating your porch, because a lot of these annuals have so much life left in them. And here I am in Maine, but I know they're going to last, especially up on a step, until we have a hard frost. So why not use them? My husband was sweet enough to get this out for me, so I am going to use it because I know when he gets back to the dump, he's going to ask me if I used it. I was very nice to him. I don't know. Nothing beats a broom. This one definitely needs to be hit with some stain remover, but I'm out of it. And so I always believe that you should make it look as good as it can now. And then later on, when I go to the store again, I can get some more stain remover and I can go back at it another day. But for now, I'm going to be the happiest I can be with what it can look like today. So don't let little blocks in the road stop you, because we have plans this afternoon to go to a petting farm and pet some goats and see some cute animals. So I don't have a ton of time and I'm not going to worry about it. I have my erase sponge and my window cleaner, and I'm going to go after that door.
Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream.
right, I'm a believer. These guys are gonna come back for me. Gonna bloom and be pretty. So here we have good enough, looking much better. Here we have super cute. At least I think so. I want to take a minute and show you what came in the mail today. Leo and I are so excited, right, Leo? Yes, he just wants to use it as a bed. But this is a treadmill, and it came from the company named Treadmill, and they sent it to me for free. We're going to unbox it now. You ready to do the unboxing? Whoa. So it literally came out of the box like this, and I cannot tell you how exciting it was to get something in the mail that you don't need to put together. It was amazing. All right, so you can actually use this treadmill with the arms down, it says, and then how do you put the arms up?
Turn the lever like that, and you do the same on the other side. So the positions move pointing towards the front.
There's a power button here that you want to make sure you have switched on for it to work. Then you have a super cool display, and then this whole thing lights up. It's also safe for up to 265 pounds, and you can either use it on a wood floor, a hard floor, you know, any hard floor, or low pile carpeting. Okay, let's try the emergency stop.
Oh yeah, it doesn't like jerk. I didn't know if it would stop like immediately.
And then throw you off.
Well, not throw you off, but it would be
So it was a gentle
take you out
stop.
of bounds. Yeah, it keeps rolling a little bit so that you're not. So that's a good stopping device, definitely.
It also has great wheels on the bottom, so you can hold it upright and then wheel it to wherever you want to store it. So honestly, I could put that in a closet, really, upright in the back of a closet if I wanted, or under a bed, or under a couch if your couch is a little bit higher than mine. We're also kind of excited because it has Bluetooth capability, which means that we can put music on our phone and it can come out the speaker on the Treadmill. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Treadmill, for sending us this treadmill. So according to the company, it's already discounted $100. I'm going to have Treadmill's links in my description box below if you're interested in checking out this treadmill. I can tell you we're thrilled because my daughter Crecia had had asked me for a treadmill, or asked if we could get one earlier in the year, and it just wasn't financially possible. So we're super excited when Treadmill reached out to me and offered me a treadmill for free to try out and show you. I was, as you can imagine, super excited to tell Crecia that yes, indeed, we're getting a treadmill. Thanks so much for spending some of your day with me today. As always, please remember that God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.